Welcome in, everyone, to Lake Forest Academy, the David O. McKenzie Ice Arena on this beautiful Sunday morning. We have a Bantam major matchup between the Express and the Falcons coming to you with the Central States Game of the Week. I am Mike Napolitano alongside Eric Wilwhite. Eric is on the camera today, so you'll be hearing from me as we broadcast this 14U matchup this morning. We've got the Express to our right and the Falcons to our left. Falcons are donning those cream and red colored jerseys. We've got the Express in there all black with the red and yellow striping. Set to start this game at 9:10, a little past as we finish warm-ups here, but both teams ready to go. They've been moving around this morning on this ice, tearing it up. And we are about to embark on our game of the week. Thank you for tuning in. If you are interested in having your games broadcast here, please contact us. That is streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. Or talk to your team captains, team coaches. We'll get that sorted out with the league, and we can broadcast your games just like we're doing this one. As the clock winds down for warm-ups, both teams kind of huddling by their nets, cleaning up some pucks, and we are about to get underway here from Lake Forest Academy. Looks as though we will have one goaltender from the, I believe two goaltenders from the Express side, so we'll have to see who's starting in net. And we have two goaltenders on the Falcons side. I did just see Thomas Kennedy skate from the bench, so I'm seeing him out there suited up. I believe he will be the starter today, number 31 in tan. Skaters ready to take the ice. There are names on the back of the Falcons jerseys. It'll be a little easier for myself to call out those names for you. Bear with me on the Express side of things. Those are some clean jerseys, but they do not have the names listed on the back. Referees ready to get this one started. He was smiling for the camera right there, the stripes. Maybe we have a Wes McCauley on our hands. But here we go for the Central States Game of the Week. If you're just tuning in, thank you again for joining us this morning. Hopefully you're in the stands over here, but if you can't be, this is what we're providing as far as a service for you to be able to tune in from elsewhere. Sound off in the comments in the chat of the YouTube, and we'll go ahead and hopefully get some of you interacting with us on air. As both teams line up, it looks like we will have goaltender. That is Christopher Frano in net for the Express. And as I mentioned, Thomas Kennedy in the net for the Falcons. First period underway here from Lake Forest. And it is dumped down into the Express end. Filtered along the end boards. Trying to clear up. They get as far as the dot, but it's sent back down deep into the zone. Express able to break out now. That is number 93, Zach Kowalczyk. Getting that puck in deep. Sent around the end boards. Lifted high and actually hits the rail where the boards meet the glass and comes all the way down. Not far enough for icing. Express will have to try to carry out of their zone with pressure. They'll get as far as center before they turn it over to the Falcons. Dumped back down into the Falcons' end. And a full sail line change for the Express. Pass just misses from center and will go all the way down. No icing here as the Express touch up in their own zone, take a hit to make the play. And the Falcons go to work now in the offensive zone. Centering pass. Nobody there in the slot until a delayed stick, but still nothing doing on that opportunity. Sent down low. Express, a breakout pass in front of the benches. Here come the Express. And a shot. That one's steered away by Kennedy. Cleared out of danger momentarily, but it's still behind the net. Express still attacking in the offensive zone. Turned away by the defense in the slot, and here come the Falcons the other way. Through one, not able to get through two. That was number 34, Will Jenny. Express trying to fight for that along the end boards. It's the Falcons that come up with it, but they're behind their own net trying to use the boards to get out of the zone. Kick to the stick. A little bit of a stick in the midsection there. Not sure if we saw that, but the Falcons are able to clear nonetheless. And we play on. Dumped down from center ice. And a few skaters changing for the Falcons side. That puck is rung around the end boards and kept in nicely by the Falcons defense. Cutting in front of his own net is number 9. That is Keelan Kufel. But the Falcons try to go the other way. Aren now dumps that puck deep into the Express end. Line change for the Falcons. And here come the Express across the blue line. Going wide with it, that is number 13, Colin Domitz. Keelan Kufel in the corner. Keeps that puck deep. But picked up now by the Falcons. Muscled off of it in behind the net. Tried to center that puck. No lane for number 98, Antonio Ruffolo. Flipped on net and a pad save and steered away by Kennedy. Puck into the corner now. Express able to come up with it. Centering pass, no lane there. Lost a stick on the play was number, I believe that was 95, Connor Downs. Loses an edge in front of us right here, but still able to manage to get the puck in was number 51, Marcus Wu. Falcons now, the breakout. A nice move at the red line. That's by Miga. And flipped back out to their defense. Falcons will have to corral. Pressure coming right away from the Express. Flipped back up, it's Miga. Just dumps that down into the zone. Tried to find a passing lane. There wasn't one. That's Dylan Grazer. Getting the puck D to D, but look out, a turnover and a tip right in front, and the save had to be made by the goaltender, Christopher Frano. And we'll get our first whistle of the morning here. 10:56 to go in the first period. No score between the Express and the Falcons. We saw that clearing attempt, that breakout attempt from the Express go across the goal mouth and then right back across. Could have been dangerous. They do win the face-off and are looking to clear out of their end. Puck is sent all the way down. It will go far enough for icing. Official has his hand up, and all of a sudden a second whistle when we haven't had too many of them thus far in the first period. Face-off will come all the way back down into the Express end to the left of goaltender Christopher Frano. Puck is dropped. And that's Misia with the win right there. And yet another whistle for offsides. 10:37 to go here in this first frame. Falcons with a full-on line change here. It'll be number 13. That is Anthony Arend stepping in for the face-off. He gives chase and dumps that down into the zone. Takes the hit to make the play. Express now come up with it in the corner. Looking to get out of their zone. Tried to stick handle through a defenseman was number 15, Lucas Ott. Not able to. Puck stays at center ice right in front of us right here. And that one is sent all the way back down by Vincent Noda. Falcons. Nice passing to get out of their zone. One more to get to the red line and across the blue. Tipped towards the net but doesn't get quite through. Express defenses there. That hits the top of the glass, rolled around, and then eventually found its way out. It's sitting right there on the ledge on the outside of the glass. So just barely out of play. Referees will grab a new biscuit. 9:52 here in this first frame as Misia steps into the draw with Keelan Kufel. Won by the Falcons to the point. A shot from the point rises. There is a rebound. No opportunity on the back door, but goaltender was down and out. Frano had to make that early save up high. And another shot that just tips off the blocker and wide. Frano being tested here. Rung around the end boards. 2 express sweaters to the Falcons, 1, but it's the Falcons that are looking to come up with this puck. They send it down deep. Rung back around the end boards, and it's the express looking to get out of their zone. Not able to. Puck stays in. Here comes the Falcons. A shot hits a skate, and the express are going the other way. There's Keelan Kufel. Pinched off along the end boards. Able to ring that puck around, but it's the Falcons that pick up and are going to clear their zone. Look at as far as the red line and dump that puck deep. It was Frano that tried to play that, but not able to stop it. Luckily, his team is able to corral. Send this puck back into the offensive zone. Express looking to go to work now. Pinched off along the half wall on our near side to our left. Falcons, though, could have a 3-on-2 here. Centering pass. Ooh, was a lefty. If he was a righty, that may have connected. Puck comes out of the zone, and the Falcons will have to regroup. Pressured heavily there. And taking a hit to make a play is Sereno. Gets it as far as the blue line, and there is a 3-man scrum aside for that puck. No offsides, as I believe the puck is across that blue line into the zone. And the Falcons have it now. And a shot from the far side. Just doesn't get through. That goes wide. Into the corner now. Pinched off there. Taking another hit are the Falcons. Tried to center that pass, but just whiffed on it. And here come the Express the other way. Number 93. That is Zach Walczyk. And a shot and a save by the Falcons netminder. 7:42 here to go in this first period. It's the first shot that Thomas Kennedy has seen in quite some time here. Most of the action been down on the Express side of things, but he's tested here, and the faceoff will come to his right. No centerman for the Falcons, so they'll get that sorted out. Won by the Falcons now. Still in their zone, up the half wall, centering pass. Nice triangle breakouts for this Falcons team. If you notice, they use the boards nicely as they just kind of pinch that puck off the boards to a man in the center, and then they're away and pretty much clean unless they have to dump it down like they will here. Express go D to D behind the net. Up the half wall, using the boards. That was a nice breakout on the Express side of things. Muscling into the zone is number 15, Lucas Ott. Throws it back where he came from, but only Falcons sweaters there, and they're able to clear as far as center. And look out, that puck hopped over a stick. It could be a 2-on-1 for the Falcons. Here's Misia, shot. That goes wide. Couldn't get the full handle on it as he was being pressured. Falcons, not able to keep that puck in. That did sneak over the blue line, so we'll get a whistle after Jay Mont looked to be a little upset after that, but Stripes saw that nonetheless. 6:45 here to go in this first period. Labs will line up for the faceoff. That's Andrew Labs. Nope, he's going to be the winger. We're still waiting on a centerman for the Falcons. It'll be number 8, John Misia again. Express looking to enter the offensive zone. Just a little poke there by Luke Gozinski. Backhanded shovel just doesn't go towards the net. Behind the net it goes. Big hit along the boards, and it's the Express that'll corral at center. D to D pass, back up to the blue line, but all the way back down, and that will be another icing. 6:19 to go here in period number 1. Between the Falcons and the Express. No score. Still waiting to see that first shot go in. We've got Misia taking another faceoff for this Falcons team. He'll line up against Keelan Kufel. The puck is sent around the end boards for the Express. Trying to get that puck up the wall and out. They will now. Pressured heavily. Sticks clashing at center ice. And a nice kick save to keep that puck in by the initial puck carrier, and a shot, and that goes wide. That was Colin Demitz with the opportunity there. He carried that puck in and then found it at his feet in a shooting lane, just couldn't put that away. To the red line, he dumps that puck back down deep again. Falcons now in their own zone. Has an option along the wall. That's Labs. Picked off, and here come the Express the other way. Going to run out of room, but is there a centering attempt possible? There is, but a nice save by Kennedy. Falcons now looking to go the other way with it. Clear the danger from their own zone, but the Express try to get the blue line one more time. Taking the hit to make the play was number 21, Dimitri Sakaris. And a shot from the slot. Sakaris had an opportunity, just didn't get the full handle on that, and a nice save by Kennedy with the pads and then eventually the glove. 5:15 here in the first period. No score. These two teams battling it out. The Express are sitting 9th in the table. They've played 5 games, 1 win, 2 losses, 1 tie, and 1 overtime loss. The Falcons, they played 3 games. They've lost all of them. So searching for their first win. It's a shot from number 19, and on the back door, it's put away when the rebound was there. The Express take the first lead in this one. That was number 98, Antonio Ruffalo. On the back door, able to find the loose puck. And it is 1-0 Express here. Exactly 5 minutes left on the clock in this first frame, and we have finally broke the scoreless tie. Huge goal for the Express. As I mentioned, they only have that 1 win. Looking to try to increase their totals there. My broadcasting partner Aaron Shellen and I saw the Express on the first game of the season. Look out, another shot. That had to be steered away underneath the arm by Kennedy. Express really putting the pressure on now. They keep it in at the point. A long shot finds its way to the pads of Kennedy. Down low, has a point option, elects to center it, but too many Falcon sweaters in the way, and that one is carried up out of the zone. Falcons looking to go the other way through a defenseman, and a little bit of a hook, and we have a penalty going to be called on the Express here. Still not touched up as Lamb takes it behind the net. And finally, a whistle stopping the play. 4:21 here in this first period. And the Falcons will head to the power play after they created a nice rush. That was, I believe, Anthony Arend, who stick-handled through the triangle of a defenseman, got him to forced him to take the penalty, and that'll earn the Falcons a power play out of this one. Crucial time to have a power play as they are down 1-0 after that goal from Antonio Ruffalo. D-to-D pass at the point from the Falcons. They send this puck down low on the power play. Alicia trying to center that puck. Doesn't have a lane. Elects to go down low. That's a Wren there. To the point. To the high slot. Back down low to the half wall. And just missing on the pass. And the Falcons will have to regroup. Look out. Here comes number 9 with some speed. That is Keelan Kufel. Almost had an opportunity short-handed in the offensive zone, but the Falcons regroup and are across center and the blue line once more. Dominica centering pass, sticked away by the goaltender, Frano. Sent down low. Aren there. 2 Falcons skaters aside as they muscle that puck back. Centering pass. Sticks were tied up in the slot. Sent back to the half wall. Going to work now, trying to find a lane dot to dot are the Falcons, but that one got through, just not in the wheelhouse. A centering pass and a score! The Falcons even it up on the man advantage. A beautiful low to high pass from behind the net. Nothing that Frano could do about that one, and it's Misia sending it over to, I believe, number 18. That is Whelan Chang, with the net front presence and the awareness to know that that pass was going to come from his centerman down low. It is a 1-1 tie here at Lake Forest Academy. Crucial time for the Falcons to get that power play. They draw that penalty and capitalize to even this game back up. We're tied at 1 with 3:11 to go here in the first period. We get another whistle, though. as not sure what we're calling there, just maybe one side wasn't ready. Oh no, we're adjusting the clock, I believe. We still do have a penalty now. The Express are shorthanded still, and it is a brand new penalty, so something must have happened on that. Must have been a delayed call on the goal. So the Falcons will go back to work on the power play. 1:44 to go on that power play. In the box is number 5, Vincent Noda. But the Express shorthanded, send that to the point, and a long shot seen the whole way by Kennedy. He'll glove and hold on for a whistle. 2:43 here to go in this first period. 1:32 on the power play time for the Falcons. But they have this draw in their own end. That first man advantage carries right into this second man advantage as they score that goal and go right back to the power play, but they have not looked as though they're on the man advantage in those first 30 seconds. Trying to get out of the zone now. They'll get as far as center, but it's the Express killing more time, dumping that deep into the zone. It's held in along the half wall and pushed right back out by the Falcons. In front of their benches, they go D to D. D to D one more time. That is number 95, Max Samalek. And a save down low at the other end by Christopher Frano. So the Falcons will get an opportunity in the offensive zone on the power play. 1:04 to go here in the man advantage. They get their top power play line, well, part of it out there. A couple of new names out there, but it's still Misia to take the draw. Sent back to the point. Sereno, a long shot, had to be patted away by Frano. Misia now. Working along that half wall. He likes to take that space and look for his options. A long shot goes wide to the point. Samalek, sends that down. Pulling up with it once again along that half wall, but on the near side is Misia again. Low to high again, but that one is sticked away, and they rule it's knocked down with a high stick, so we'll get a whistle stopping play. 1:41 here in this first frame. Face-off will stay in the Express zone and come to the left of Frano. Almost a full line change for the Falcons, but it's still Misia in that draw. He has taken the majority of the draws here for the Falcons today. Dominique, D to D. Rising shot, hits a defenseman, doesn't make it all the way to the net. That puck pops over the blue line and back out to center. Falcons will have to regroup. Final 20 on their power play if they hurry. Get this puck back across the blue line. Jenny sends that down. Misia from his position in the corner. Patrick Kane-esque the way he works in that corner. A shot, and he falls over. But another save by Frano. Misia was crashing the net on the rebound. Just not able to tuck that home. Frano keeping his team locked in this one. The Express took the lead. They quickly lost it on that shorthanded opportunity and then go right back on the penalty kill. And he's keeping his team alive and deadlocked in this one. It'll be now Whelan Chang stepping in for this draw for the Falcons. But it is number 20, Dylan Grazer for the Express that wins that one. Express carry the puck out of the zone. Back to even strength with the final 60 seconds in this first period. And that puck hits a skate and pops all the way over the glass near the Falcons bench and is out of play. We'll get a whistle. 53.5 to play here in this first frame. We've seen a lot of action in the Express end of things, but the score is deadlocked at 1. Just a nice quick rush from the Express gets them into the zone and gets them a goal to lead things off, but the Falcons answer back here in the first. A couple of power play opportunities for them, but only able to capitalize on the one. Look at the Falcons trying to clear their end. They've had the majority of the possession and the crisp passing this morning, but don't count the Express out with their speed. Try to go D to D, but the Falcons take it back deep in the offensive zone. Into the corner now to our right. This puck is carried up to center. Here comes number 13, Colin Demitz. Sent back to the point. Shot didn't get all of it on it, but that sends that puck down deep. That was Vincent Noda. 2 aside as they battle for it. Now 3 aside for the Express as it's along the wall as time expires. And we are through 1 frame, deadlocked at 1 right here in the Central States game of the week. We'll be right back for period 2 action. Stay tuned right here on Stream Sports Midwest Central States YouTube. Back ready to go now for period number 2 between the Chicago Express and the Falcons. They'll be switching sides here, so it's the period of the long change. We've got Falcons netminder Kennedy over to my right. And still in net for the Express is Christopher Frano. As we are ready to embark on the second frame here. It's 1-1 tied through 1 period here at David O. McKenzie Ice Arena at Lake Forest Academy. Falcons in their own end. Trying to keep that puck away from the net. They bring that puck around. Poked out of the zone, but it's going to be 3. Oh, excuse me, and it's the Falcons that pick it up. There were 3 Express sweaters right there, but they were just able to knock the initial puck carrier off. Falcons pick up the loose puck and will go to work in the neutral zone. Big collision along the glass right here. It's the Express nicely moving the puck out. They're across the blue line. Shot from a wide angle. It is soaked up by Kennedy, and he will save that one for a whistle. 4:19 here to go. 15-minute periods at this age level at Bantam Major. Now, I don't believe we will see an ice resurfacing, though, so you got to take into account that as we get later on in this game, it's going to get a lot snowier out there. Puck may not move as much. It's definitely going to build up in front of the benches. You're already seeing a little bit of that now, not too bad. Flipped all the way down into the zone. No icing. Express pick it up along the half wall. A shot from a tough angle for a righty, and that goes wide after it had to be steered away by Kennedy. Dumped down low, and the Falcons will be able to pick this puck up in their own zone. The pressure is coming, though. Huge hit along the boards right there. That was number 21 taking that hit, Jack Jamont. It's the Falcons that are able to take this puck back up. Nice pass through a couple of sticks, and it's shot high and steered away by Frano. Express definitely putting the physicality on now. Another collision there. That was Vincent Noda with the big hit. He's able to get this puck to a teammate. That is Keelan Kufel, and he'll clear the full length of the ice. No icing there. It won't go far enough, so the Falcons will have to turn around and play this. A long stretch pass to the far blue line didn't make it all the way through, and the Express will pick this puck back up and try to go to work. Stopped up at the red line. Falcons try to go the other way. Vincent Noda made somebody lose a stick with a little bit of that shoulder check right there, but here come the Express across the blue line, going wide, centering pass, and it's, saved by Kennedy. Didn't know if he was going to be able to slide all the way across, and he makes that kick save to keep that puck out. It looked like it would have been a nice, easy backdoor tap-in for the Express, but Kennedy keeps this game locked at 1. Arend, nice stick handling at the blue line, sends that puck deep, but there's no Falcons sweater there to pick that up. Express try to go the other way. Arend buys his team a little bit of time, sending that puck back into the Express zone. Puck is cleared out to center and dumped back deep into the Express end. That'll be number 81, Mark Lagunas Jr. picking that puck up. D-to-D pass in the air, and that will come all the way back to the defense of the Falcons. Weiss now off the glass and out. Gets as far as the far blue line, and the Express pick that back up and could have a 2-on-1. Look out, going to the backhand, a backdoor pass and a shot. He scores! Beautiful stick handling from number 9. That is Keelan Kufel, who found Colin DeMitz on the back door, drawing the defenseman to his backhand so he could slot it back the way he came, and it is 2-1 Express. Excuse me, 2-1 Falcons. No, yeah, 2-1 Express. After that one. Looking at my... There we go. 2-1 Express, yes. And we are back underway here. Beautiful passing from the Express. Colin DeMitz with the goal. That's number 51, Marcus Wu, sending that puck back down into the Falcons' end, and the Express will look to go to work as well. We saw a push from the Falcons late, and we'll get a whistle there for a penalty. We saw a push from the Falcons late with those man advantages, but it's the Express now that get a clean break the other way and take the lead once more. They had the lead in that first period momentarily until that power play brought things back level. It'll be another power play for the Falcons here. 11:13 to go in this second period. It'll be number 20 in the box, Dylan Grazer for the Express. Face-off. Won by the Express, but picked up along the half wall by the Falcons. Off the glass and out by the Express, looking to kill some power play time. Falcons pull up in their own end. Good puck protection from J. Mont in behind the net. Labs now. Andrew Labs passes that puck up to Sereno. A couple of slot passes at the neutral zone, but the Falcons were able to get in, but look out, here comes a breakaway the other way. That is Dimitri Sakaris. Not able to find a lane, and the Falcons will move this back up, and big collision, open ice. That is number 15 running into that one. Labs gains the blue line, but it's quickly steered back out and shoveled all the way back down. We will get an icing on the Express, so the faceoff will come all the way back down into their end. Only 59 seconds to go on this Falcons power play. It's been a back and forth man advantage. A couple of shorthanded opportunities for the Express. Falcons looking to go to work like as they did in that first period. Arend now in the draw. Lucas Ott had that big hit. He's on the other end of that draw. At center ice, a couple of fans wanted a call there, but clean hit, just open ice. Be picked up by Max Samolak. Sends it to Jenny, over to Arend. Arend on the backhand, able to carry into the zone, and it stays in along the blue line. Jenny to Samolak, a shot that rises well over the bar and hits the glass. Kept in no by the Falcons. Shot from the point, had to be steered away from Frano. Back up to the point. Arend couldn't find a lane, hits a leg, and that stung Lucas Ott for a moment there as the power play time for the Falcons ticks down to just 10 seconds to go. 9:20 to play here in this second frame. A stretch pass into the zone, a shot sticked away by Frano. Still in, tipped in front, but it goes wide into the far corner. Oh, not kept in at the point. Skates were outside of the blue line. Usually that gives you an extra inch or two at the blue line if you're a defenseman, but you also have to be careful not to carry that puck back out. And here come the Express the other way. They have the 2-1 lead. It's the man who made the pass, Kufel. Trying to dig that puck deep. 5 skaters aside now as the Express go to work in the corner. A little bit of a reverse shove there in the corner from the Falcons. And they'll clear this puck back up. Here comes that speed from Moyles. Pinched off by the defense. That was Mark Lagunas Jr. Carried back over the blue line by the Express and just about a stick blade too far ahead of the intended receiver of the pass. There come the Falcons now trying to get out of their end. Arend carrying through center. Runs into a body there, but it's his teammate Chang that'll pick up, and a shot hits the pads and will be gloved by Frano. We'll get a whistle. 8:09 to play here in this second period between the Express and the Falcons. Express are leading this one after the goal from Colin Demitz. It was a beautiful pass over from Keelan Kufel. It's the difference in this game thus far. Falcons are looking for their first win. That comes on net, but it will be gloved by Frano, and we'll get another whistle. This time face-off will come to his left side. Isia in the draw, number 93, Zach Kowalczyk. It's the Falcons that win that one, and a shot from the point rattles around in front of the crease, still on the doorstep, but able to be cleared now by the Express. Breakout pass, that goes up to Dimitri Sakaris. Pulls up, a little bit of shimmy in the corner, but pinched off from the Falcons. Express still pick up the puck out of the corner to the point. A slap shot, that one hits the pads and I think goes wide. Falcons pinching the Express off behind the net. They're able to clear their zone, and we get another whistle stop in the play. Not sure what that one was for. Referees are talking about it now. We could have a penalty coming up. Maybe a slash? Or could we be stopping it for the clock? Clock is ticking here. It's not supposed to be a running clock. I think that may be part of what the issue is here. I think there was some antics going on that we couldn't hear from the sidelines, so referees are talking about it. Game has gotten a little on the physical side, but that's hockey. Haven't seen anything too malicious yet, but the referee is going over to talk to that Falcons bench. Still screaming going on from the Falcons bench. Not sure what is going on here. What could be the complaint from the Falcons coaching staff? Face-off comes out of the Falcons' end to center ice. Right about where that play was stopped. Both stripes are conferring now. And we'll get this game back underway. 7:40 on the clock. They did let that tick down during the stoppage. Jenny threw a couple of skates. Couldn't find a lane. Tried to go back to his defense, but Chirino wasn't there. He'll pick it up now. Behind their net are the Falcons. Sending this puck all the way back out. It'll be chased down, and no icing there as it was tipped by an Express stick. Falcons try to go to work in the offensive zone. Kept in by the skates there of, I believe, 52, Matthew Boyles. Express able to hit the boards and back out. Collision right in front of us. That is number 13, Colin Demitz, the goal scorer, taking a hit to make the play. Express trying to stretch pass through the neutral zone. That won't get through. The Falcons now carry back up over the blue line. A little bit of a pick from Misia. Labs is in, trying to center that pass. Too many black sweaters in the way, and the Express are able to clear their own end. Here comes Keelan Kufel going wide with it on this near side. Puck sent back down. Thrown in front, had to be sticked away by the goaltender. It comes to the point, and the Express still have it in the zone. Nice keep there by number 20, Dylan Grazer. Down low. Express just shoot that back around the end boards. Has a point option, but elects to get into the slot. Tipped off a defenseman, or off of a forward in front, excuse me. But it's the Falcons that will carry back up out of their own end. Through one is Labs. Muscled off of it by Keelan Kufel. Flipped back up and to center ice. Here comes number 71, Brody Kumpel. Puck in the corner. And we will have a little bit of a collision. Replay on here. Falcons carry up out of their own end. There's number 3, Swanson, dumping that down. Express trying to go out of their zone. That puck is flipped up out of reach of the defenseman who tried to glove at it. Sent back into the corner. And right back out to center. Picked up by the Express. Falcons defense was kind of sitting there just watching that puck go to the offense, and here comes the Express on the attack now. Centering pass, and it's down low. Backdoor tap in once again from the Express. They will extend their lead here. Nice backdoor presence from number 21, Dimitri Sakaris. And he finds that loose puck to extend the lead. Falcons just kind of deer in the headlights a little bit on the defensive side. They didn't want to pinch on that puck at their own blue line, and the Express gain the zone and go to work. Next thing you know, it is in the back of the net, so they'll extend that lead. 3-1 here, 4:56 to play in this second period. As I mentioned, the Express 1-2-1 and 1 overtime loss in their 5 games played, so they're looking for their second win. Falcons a little bit deeper of a hole to dig through now if they want to get back into this one and find their first win of the season through 3 games. Falcons win the draw. Send it as far as the far blue line, but taken back out by the Express defense. Express now into the zone. A shot goes through the blue paint but wide. Puck is sent deep by the Express. Try to go low to high again. We've seen a couple of goals from them that way thus far this morning, but nothing on that one. Collision in the corner as the Falcons will pick up. Still the pressure is on them. They send this puck all the way back down. This may go on net, so it will have to be played by Frano. No icing. Express will pick it up from their goaltender. Kept in the offensive zone and sent back down low with a shot. That goes wide. Falcons have to quickly turn around and regroup. This is sent all the way back down. Going to be icing on the Express. 3:52 here to go in this second frame. This will be to the right-handed side, the blocker side of Frano for the face-off. Lining up for the draw is Cheng. Guilin Cheng, we've seen a lot from him this afternoon. He wins that draw forward. Centering pass, a backdoor opportunity for the Falcons this time. It just wouldn't go. Once again, a low to high pass from the Falcons. Not able to replicate what the Express have done. And here come the Express the other way. Could have some speed and a man in center. Had to be saved by Kennedy. That puck goes up high. Stays in the zone momentarily, and Chang's able to clear that from his defensive side. Falcons now looking to get in, just barely onside. And that one finds its way into the back of the net. It was thrown off the back of Frano, and the Falcons get a lucky bounce there, but good heads-up play to just throw that on net with the goaltender sliding, and it is 3-2. The Falcons climb back within one. It was number 52, I believe. That is Matthew Boyles, who just was behind the net, threw that at the back of the pads of Frano, and was able to find net. Sometimes you get one of those ones that pinballs around in there, and that's exactly what the Falcons needed to get back within one in this game. Little momentum now as they're trying to get back into the zone. That was Boyles again. Sent to the point. Falcons looking to go to work now. Try to D-to-D pass, and that's kept in beautifully at the blue line, just on the blue paint there. And the Falcons continue their onslaught here. Sticked away in the slot, and the Express now are able to carry this back up out of their zone. It'll go as far as center, and Weiss will turn that puck around. Misia for the Falcons. Trying to build up some speed. He finds a teammate. Good backdoor pass on the far wing. Missed on a hit there by the Express. So it's the Falcons still in the offensive zone. They'll send it back to the point. Sent down along the half wall and in behind into the corner. Carrying out of the zone now, though, is Kufel. Going wide with it. The Express trying to get an opportunity the other way as the momentum has shifted a little bit despite having that 3-2 lead. Here come the Falcons now. Arend through center. Centering pass. Just not able to find Lamb there. Kick to the stick, to his teammate's stick. And that is flipped down low by the previous goal scorer, Colin Demitz. Falcons not able to clear from their own end. It's at the point, and a shot. That goes wide. Really good shooting lane there from number 79, Liam Lapine. Falcons push this puck as far as center, but it's the Express that'll pick it up and corral to regroup in their defensive end. Not as far as center. It'll go back to the Falcons D. Rattles around at center ice. Who wants it here? It's the Express that pick it up. No, it's the Falcons. Express now from their own end, flipping back to center, and it's changed hands once again. Jenny now. Puck is rolling as the Express try to make that pass, so they'll just dump that puck down deep. It's rolling once again. We talked about the ice conditions just in the final minute here of this second period, and ice is fine itself, but of course a lot of snow build up through 2 full periods of 15 minutes of play. Falcons trying to exit their zone. They will not until now. Express back in onside. That is number 22, Owen Rowan. Tried to carry that puck in himself with the size and the hips to keep the puck protected along the wall, but Falcons will pick up now. Not clear. That's kept in. 20 seconds on the clock here. Dug out of the corner and thrown in front. No black sweater there for the Express as the Falcons are able to clear with the final 10 on the clock. One more rush here for the Express. But the Falcons clear that once again, so time will expire, and we are through 2 periods here with the score 3-2 in favor of the Express. But the Falcons looked like they had a little bit of momentum after that second goal there in the second period. We'll be back for third period action right here from the Central States Game of the Week. Referee's whistle cuts the air, and we are about to set the stage here for period number 3 between the Express and the Falcons. A 3-2 lead in favor of this Express team. As I mentioned, they are one win, 2 losses, 1 tie, and 1 overtime loss through their 5 games. That's 4 points, though. 15 goals against, 11 goals for. The Falcons, they've played 3, they've lost 3. They're looking at 8 goals for and 16 goals against. Trying to get back into a win column here as we switch sides and back to our original ends for period number 3. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the final frame between these two teams. 15 minutes on the clock, with a 1-goal lead separating these two teams here. Leading team Express carrying the puck into the zone, running out of the room along the end boards. We've got the Falcons trying to clear their end, but that'll be thrown on net. I don't believe that ever got near there. A couple of bodies in the lanes. Falcons trying to get as far as the blue line. They're up to center, but they'll have to swing it to the far side and dump this puck down deep. It goes on net, so a pad save had to be made by the goaltender for the Express. That is Christopher Frano, who has done a nice job thus far this afternoon. Same as his counterpart on the other side. That is Thomas Kennedy. Turned over, low behind the net. Falcons trying to go low to high, but not in a shooting lane. Falcons pick this puck back up at center ice. Stick checked off the puck. We will get a whistle there for a hooking call. And it'll be the Falcons going back to the power play. We've seen a couple of power plays for this Falcons team thus far. They've converted on 1. Oh, excuse me. We got it the other way. That was on the penalties on the Falcons. So we'll see the Express go to work on the power play for the first time this morning. Lining up for the draws, number 93, Zach Kowalczyk. Express now on the man advantage along the half wall. Further down low, a tough angle shot that actually had to be steered wide. That goes into the far corner. The puck is thrown in front, but not able to capitalize on a shooting lane. D-to-D pass from the point. The Express deflected in front, and a backdoor opportunity, and it is put away by the Express. They extend their lead here, 4-2 in favor of the Express. It was number 93, Zach Kowalczyk, who was on the back door. I mentioned he had started things off with the face-off and keeping that puck in the zone, and he's lingering on that back door. We've seen a lot of rebounds in this game that have just kind of laid there on the far side, able to be put in by a late man. And it is quickly back to a 2-goal lead for the Express. Aren lines up for the draw with Keelan Kufel. Express win that draw after the goal. It's a huge face-off win to keep momentum on their side. They'll go to work now in the offensive zone, but it's the Falcons with the puck on their stick down low. Falcons looking to grab some speed and exit their zone. It won't. It'll stay in. Sent down low. And that one just pops back out across the blue line, but it's still in possession of the Express. Good puck protection there from Kufel. He flips this to a teammate that just hops over the stick of Blake Haas. And the Falcons will pick this back up at center ice, carry the puck into the zone. To the point now, Chirino looking for a lane, gets through one, a shot. It's tough to try to get that on his forehand as he is a righty going left in that situation, but able to do so. Keeps that puck low momentarily, but it's the Express trying to clear their end now. Held in at center momentarily by the Falcons, but now they'll go D to D in their own zone, trying to break out with some speed. Semmelhack sends this puck down on net, so it'll have to be played by the goaltender, Christopher Frano, and pinched off along the boards. Here come the Falcons the other way. Chang and Misia still colliding over here behind the play. Kept in at the point by the Falcons. Centering pass, there was a man there, but still a defenseman from the Express, so no big shot there. We do have a player momentarily down from a hit in the corner. We play on, though. Falcons clear their end. It was their player down in the corner. He was able to get back up, so strong there from number 8, John Misia. We've seen a lot of him at the dot today, but also in the plays. I believe he has that one assist. Falcons struggling to use the boards to clear that puck. It's kept in by the Express, muscled into the crease, but steered away from the slot by the Falcons. Falcons carrying this puck down into the offensive zone, but the Express pick this up and they'll go the other way. Line change at the boards, and stepping onto the ice to play that one was Dimitri Sakaris. He has one today. Falcons pick this puck back up. It was rolling, but able to just niftily stick that over a defenseman's stick, and a shot on net will go into the netting behind. We get a stoppage of play with 10:32 remaining in this game. 4-2 in favor of the Express. They just scored that goal to re-extend their lead at the start of this period on the power play. Face-off won by the Falcons. High shot, snuck through a couple of bodies, but just went wide. That might have spelled danger for Christopher Frano, but instead it stays out. We get another whistle at center ice, and that'll stop play. Looks like we are going to have another penalty here. Penalty on the Falcons. It'll be Jamont headed to the box. No, Swanson headed to the box. They didn't know who that one was on. Is it me? Is it me? But the Express will go back to the power play. Already a 2-goal lead for the away team, the Express. Lining up for the draw, number 93, Zach Walczyk, against number 18, Whelan Chang. Falcons able to clear their end and kill some time off of this Express man advantage. If they're able to clear this, it'll be about 8 minutes left in the game, and they'll need 2 goals just to tie. Shot on goal, and that is saved and swallowed up by Thomas Kennedy. They'll get a whistle. 9:57 here to go in this third period. 1:39 on that power play clock for the Express. Face-off will be to the left of Kennedy. Lining up for the draw, number 15, Lucas Ott. Did not win that one, and is flipped all the way back down by the Falcons, and it'll be an icing, though. So that'll bring that face-off right back to where it started. We've seen some high-to-low play from the Express today, which is what led to a couple of their goals. We've also seen some of that from the Falcons, but some nice passing on both sides to get out of their own ends. The breakouts have not really been the issue. It's just been about getting a breakout, getting that puck out of your zone. As the Falcons are struggling to do now. They've sent it down a couple of times for icing. This one will be gloved by Kennedy, as they're just doing whatever necessary to kill time off of this power play for the Express, whether that's a goalie glove for the whistle or sending that puck the length of the ice. Thrown in front to the far side. Puck is down low for the Express. tied up in a couple of skates. Help comes in the form of the Chicago Express. And the Falcons not able to clear. It goes all the way to the point, but we will get a whistle stopping play. And it looks like the Falcons will now get a little bit of a man advantage. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 54 seconds until it'll be an opportunity for the Falcons. Number 71 headed to the box. That's Brody Crumple. Might have been a late hit down low or a tripping call. Did not see the hand signal from the official. But as I said, 4-on-4 roughing. Roughing was the call. Been a little bit physical of a game, so we've seen a lot of that thus far today, but 54 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. A lot of open ice here. Never know what could happen. It's the Falcons looking to gain speed and slingshot their way out of their own end, but they are not able to do that as the Express are able to poke that puck free twice. Good stick from Keelan Kufel both times to pick the pocket. The puck is sent on net from a tough angle. Able to glove and hold on is Christopher Frano. 21 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Falcons will have a power play of their own. They're trailing 2 goals in this third period. So they'll need something here. If you could get a goal in 4-on-4 hockey right before you go on to the power play, that may be the momentum that you need to carry over into your man advantage. That puck sneaks out of the zone as it was thrown back to the D. Good button hook turn by Chirino, and they're back in. Here comes the Falcons. A shot down low, hits the pads and the stick of Frano and steers it wide. Express dumping this puck down low. Power play time for the Falcons, and we get a quick whistle for icing. It was played by the goaltender Kennedy, but the referee had already signaled for the icing. It'll come all the way back down into the Express zone and to the left of goaltender Christopher Frano. Face-off won by the Falcons, and a shot on goal is in the pads. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle as these two sides have been heated. We really saw that physicality ramp up in the second period. Both teams were kind of still feeling each other out after one. It was tied at 1 after 1, but the Express were able to pull away a little bit during that second frame. They get a 3-1 lead that's cut short by the end of that frame. 3-2 going into this third period, but an early first goal from the Express, and it is back to a 2-goal lead. The Express leading this game 4-2, but on the power play now are the Falcons, thrown in front, patted away, and there was a rebound lying right in the slot, but not able to capitalize on that were the Falcons. It'll go back down to their own netminder. Off the back of the cage and able to be reversed. The Falcons are clearing their end. They'll get as far as center before it's picked up by the Express and just dumped back down. No icing. The Express had the red line there. D to D below the goal line. D to D once more. The Falcons trying to get out of their end with this puck. Sent up to center. Good pull-up move by Misia to evade a stick checker. Sent down deep. It'll be into the corner for Samohak. He gets leveled. And this puck is sent back out. The Express now, one man to beat. And then the goaltender killing more time, and that penalty expires. So we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here with 7 minutes to go in this contest. Express send this back down into their own end. They'll have to give chase and regroup. Back up to center. Carrying it over the blue line. Little shovel backhand pass to the corner as there was not a lane in the slot for the Express, and that puck pops up and into the bench of the Falcons. We'll get a whistle stopping play. 6:37 to go here in this third period. Express still leading 4-2. Face-off will come right in front. No, excuse me. It'll be down in the Falcons zone because that puck stayed in the zone when it was popped out of play. So it'll be to the left of goaltender Thomas Kennedy. Around the end boards, kept in at the point by the Express. 2 tan sweaters for the Falcons down low, and a good pull-up move by Jenny. Tries to go off the glass and out, but didn't quite have the angle. It stays in down low. Sent back his direction, but it's the Express that have possession. Thrown up to the points. It's a shot, just missed with the glove, but that puck went wide anyways from that Express shot. As number 22 at the point for the Express, Owen Rowan, finds him again. D-to-D pass, a shot steered away by the pads of Kennedy, and that goes through the blue paint, but able to be swept off the doorstep by the Falcons defense. That one rattles around from the point. Into the corner now. Collision there as the Falcons desperately trying to get this puck out. There's got to be some tired legs out there as this puck has been in the zone for a little over a minute. Still kept in now. Express going to work with it. Kufel behind the net. Has an option at the point. He'll use it. Shot from the point, hits a couple of sticks and doesn't go all the way through, but it'll still be kept in by the Express. Down low, Kufel all alone now on the backdoor side. Behind the net. Trying to find a lane to the center. The Express are able to get one-man changes to get a couple of fresh legs out there. Keeping this puck in the zone. Kufel. Pass back to him. I don't know if he was ready for that one. That hits the glass and stays in. The Express taking advantage of this power play time, and it is finally over the blue line, and we will get a whistle for an offsides as the Express tried to take that puck back into the zone. That was probably in the zone for a good 2.5, almost 3 minutes there by the Express. Really killing time here that the Falcons desperately need if they want to get back into this game. 4:44 on the clock. Fours are wild, as that is also what the Express have put up today. 4-2 is the score line. Here come the Falcons with fresh legs. Misia the other way. Looking to go wide with it. Trying to find a lane to center that puck. It'll stay behind the net. Carried out in front on his backhand. Misia just not able to muscle his way into the crease. It'll be carried back up by the Express. That's number 65 for the Express, Luke Gozinski. Carrying that puck down low. Centering pass, nobody home. Almost a mishap at the blue line, but kept in by the Express. Here they are again. In the slot with it. Too many tan sweaters there, and the Falcons will pick this puck up and clear. It'll get as far as center before it's picked up by number 81, Mark Lagunas Jr. Sent all the way back down, and the Falcons defense will get there first. That's number 10, Gabe Donahue. And here comes Chain the other way. He could have an opportunity. Pinched off by Kufel. Coming back on defense for this Express team. Way to cut off the angle and the route. And the Express ring this puck around, looking to get out of their end. Tried to glove that down, but could not. That was number 65, Luke Gozinski. Dumped back down into the Falcons' end. Just over 3 minutes to go here in this final frame. Express pick this puck up low and go to work now. Setting up in the offensive zone. Stick checked away, and that will be carried back out by the Falcons. One man to beat. He'll get some help from his teammate. Stick was checked out of the hands of number 21, Dimitri Sakaris. Excuse me, number 21, Jack Jamont on the other end of things. Long flip shot, and it could have been a dangerous little one on the ice. Ice burner is what they call him. I don't think Christopher Frano was ready for that. He was sliding the other way, but luckily that puck went wide. Thrown in front, and a backdoor opportunity once again. Somehow that got through Thomas Kennedy on the initial shot, but not able to capitalize. Picked off right at the doorstep there by the Express, and another opportunity, but the Falcons are finally able to carry this puck up and clear their zone. Weaving, no lane for Aren, no help either as he'll dump that puck back down. 4 Express sweaters in the zone, 5 now. But it is the Falcons that are trying to muscle their way back into possession in the offensive zone. They won't be able to. Good puck protection along the boards by the Express, but kept in at the point by the Falcons. Just thrown in deep, and only Express sweaters there. It's got about 100 seconds on this clock for the game time. This puck is sent all the way back down. The Falcons go D to D with it. They're in need of 2 goals to at least tie in this game, and that puck is touched and thrown back into the offensive zone by the Express. It'll be offsides with a whistle. We've got another whistle going on here as there's a timeout on the home side of things, so the Falcons will draw something up on the whiteboard here with 1:28 to go. They're down 2 in this one. Look to see if they decide to pull the goaltender as well. Kennedy has done his fair share of work in the crease today, trying to keep his team alive in this one, but just not fully able to. The Express bench not really drawing up a play, but having a little chat. They have that 2-goal lead that they're holding on to. Looks like we've got 6 skaters out there for the home side, the Falcons. So not sure if one has just not hopped back over the boards or if we will see that 6th skater as the Falcons look to pull the goalie for the extra attacker. From right to left you have Gabe Donahue. We've got Jack Jamont. Got Max Samelak. You've got Will Jenny. You've got Lane Swanson. And who we've seen at the dot quite a bit today, John Misia. Those 6 skaters for the Falcons. Express are done on their end of things, ready to line up for the face-off. We've got Lucas Ott skating back over to the official, ready for the draw. It'll be Ott versus Misia on a crucial draw here. Nope, actually, the Falcons may have had an intentional offside from the Falcons that was not called, from the Express that was not called. Falcons don't pull their goaltender. Coach has his hand up in the air to hold on, as this puck is only as far as center. It's right in front of us there. A couple of skates and sticks whacking away at it. It'll be sent back down into the Falcons' end, so no opportunity to pull the goaltender there. Only 70 seconds left on the clock, and the Falcons pick this puck back up. Pinched off along the corner boards there. Samelak keeping this in his own end, behind his own net for puck protection. Sent up to Misia. Misia turns that puck over, and a backhanded opportunity is gloved by Kennedy. Still not able to get pulled. 50.9 to go here in this final frame between the Falcons and the Express. Falcons desperately trying to get this puck out of their zone to get the extra attacker here with just a 2-goal deficit. Face-off will be to the right, the blocker side of Thomas Kennedy. Express keep that puck deep. Samelak looking to get this out. And the Falcons are able to get as far as center and dump it down. There goes the goaltender, Kennedy. And another whistle, though, will stop the play for an icing. So Kennedy will head straight back into the crease. 35.7 to go here in this contest between the Express and the Falcons. Face off, same dot to our near side here on the blocker side of Kennedy. Falcons flip this puck out as far as center. Not able to pick that up initially, and it's actually the Express that flipped this puck back down. Gloved by Samelak, but in the defensive zone, so the Falcons can pick that puck back up. Unfortunately, it is the Express, though, that carry that in. So if you're the Falcons, you're just desperately looking to get out of your zone. You're not going to have time to pull the goaltender, although you do now. 8 seconds on the clock in the offensive zone. 6th attacker is out there now, but this puck is flipped all the way back down with time winding down. It'll be a 4-2 victory for the Express here. They come in, the visitors, with 4 goals and take this one from the home side, the Falcons. As I mentioned, your final score, 4-2 in favor of the Express. We'll get those handshake lines here. Thank you again for tuning in to the Central States Game of the Week here from the Stream Sports Midwest broadcast. One more time, if you'd like your teams to be broadcasted, please go ahead and email us at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com, or you can contact your coaches. They will contact the league, and we'll come out and gladly broadcast those games for you. Thank you once again for tuning in, and hopefully the rest of your Sunday is a good one. That'll do it here from David O. McKenzie Ice Arena at Lake Forest Academy. Once more, the Falcons 2, the Express 4, as the Chicago Express get their win. For my cameraman and partner, Eric Willowhite, thank you once again. And I am Mike Napolitano. We will see you for the next game of the week right here on Stream Sports Midwest.